Good morning to everyone. Welcome to my class. Today I am going to explain about cutting tools. So what are cutting tools? What are the importance of cutting tools? What are the characteristics of cutting tools? And what are the classification of cutting tools? Today we are going to learn about all these things. So coming to what is a cutting tool? So cutting tool is it's a small device or it's a small element which is used to remove required amount of material from the workpiece by the means of shear deformation. Simply I can say that it is remove excess amount of the material in order to give required shape according to the needs of customer. So what I am saying is it's a small device which is used to remove the required amount of material by the means of shear deformation. So that type of element always called as cutting tool. So cutting tool, I'll show you what is a cutting tool. So it is a small cutting tool, right? It's a small cutting tool. So it having a solid object. It's a solid tool which having one cutting edge, having cutting edges as well as this is also one of the cutting tool, right? So it is having cutting edges. This is the cutting edge. It is having cutting edge. It is having number of teeth. So what I'm saying is cutting tool is nothing but it is a solid object having teeth and cutting edges on the body. So that is called as cutting tool. So cutting tool will play essential role in machining process. Very essential roles. So this is having teeth, edges as well as and teeth on the body. So cutting tools. So cutting tools are manufactured by different materials. So these are manufactured by different materials for different operations for different objects. So for example, cutting tools are some of the cutting tools are manufactured with different materials like high-speed steels, low carbon steels, stellites, diamond. Some of the cutting tools are manufactured with diamond also. Some of the cutting tool materials are abrasives. Ceramics, CBN, carbon boron nitrides, etc. Some of the number of cutting tools are. So cutting tools are manufactured with different materials for different applications for different work pieces. So cutting tool it's a simply so cutting tools are coming to cutting tools must have it should have high strength. Cutting tool should have high strength. The strength of the cutting tool, for example, the strength of the cutting tool, it should be higher than that of the strength of the workpiece. Otherwise, we can't do machining process. So, before selecting a cutting tool, you should know the strength of the cutting tool. If the strength of the cutting tool is very high, that cutting tool will withstand high heats and cutting forces. So when the cutting edge of the cutting tool strength is very high, so that cutting tool will withstand at high heats and cutting forces which are generated while during the cutting process. So it should have, the cutting tool must have high some geometry. It should have a proper geometry. Cutting tool must be have proper geometry. So what is geometry? It should have good face, good flank, good rake angles, back rake angle, side relief angle, under relief angle. Number of elements in the cutting tool. So before selecting a cutting tool, you should maintain the proper geometry. So these are the some of the intro about what is a cutting tool. So this is the cutting tool intro of cutting tool. Let me check what are the characteristics of cutting tools. What are the characteristics and what are the properties of the cutting tools? So characteristics of cutting tools. So cutting tool, every cutting tool should have high hardness. It should have high hardness as well as it should have high toughness. It should have high wear resistance. And high corrosive resistance and high thermal conductivity etc. The cutting tool must have low cost and less weight, and one more thing, the cutting tool must have low coefficient of friction. So what I'm saying, my students, so characteristics of the cutting tools. The cutting tool must have hardness, high toughness, high wear resistance, high corrosive resistance, high thermal conductivity. It should have low cost and weight and low coefficient of friction. So this is the sum. These are the sum of the properties and characteristics of a cutting tool before selecting and before buying a cutting tool, before machining a workpiece. So these are intro of cutting tool. So so what are the different classification of cutting tools? Let's see what are the classification of cutting tools. So coming to classification of cutting tools. What are the different cutting classification? So according to shape, cutting tools are classified into two categories. First one, single point cutting tool, and multi-point cutting tool. So what is a single point cutting tool? So single point cutting tool is nothing but this is the single point cutting tool, my dear friends. So a tool which has only one cutting edge, that is called as single point cutting tool. A tool which has only one cutting edge, that is called as single point cutting tool. Sir, what are the examples of single point cutting tools, sir? We'll see. So, what are the examples of single point cutting tools? Lathe tools are single point cutting tools. Shaft tools are single point cutting tools. Planar tools are single point cutting tools. Planar tools are single point cutting tools. Slotting tools are single point cutting tools, etc. So number of single point cutting tools are there. We'll see also where we are using in the lab, also in the next class also where we are using the cutting tools in different machines, how we are using the cutting tools in the different machines. So coming to one of the, I'll show you different single point cutting tools. So single point cutting tools is nothing but so this is the single point cutting tool. This is one of the single point cutting tool. So this is I'm showing here. I'm drawing here. This is the single point cutting tool, which has a number of single point cutting tool. This is a lathe cutting tool. So that is one of the single point cutting tool. So coming to what are multi-point cutting tools? So multi-point cutting tools means a tool which has more than one cutting edge, that is called as, those are treated as multi-point cutting tools. So multi-point cutting tools, these are having more than one cutting edge. So the tools which are having more than one cutting edge, those are treated as multi-point cutting tools. So what are the examples of multi-point? Examples of multi-point cutting tools. So coming to the examples of multi-point cutting tool. So multi-point cutting tools are twister drills, milling cutters, reamers, grinding wheel, etc. Reamers, taps, broaches, these are all coming under multi-point cutting tools. So multi-point, I'll draw one multi-point cutting tool here. If you want, you can also draw. This is a twist drill which are used in drilling operations, widely used in drilling operations. So this is the drill bit. We are seeing in day-to-day life. This is one of why I'm telling this is a multi-point cutting tools means. So this is a coming to twist drills. This is a twist drill. Or simply we can say that this is a drilling tool, a drill bit. Simply we are saying as drilling bit. This is the multi-point cutting. This is a milling cutter, radial milling cutter. So we are using this is a milling machine only. This is used in drilling machine. So these are multi-point cutting tools. Multi-point cutting tools means this is having one cutting edge. This is the cutting edge, and also these are having number of helix shaped curved shapes are there. So every curved shape have sharp edges. So every sharp edge have its own sharpness. So what I'm saying is, so drill bit is having number of cutting edges. That's why this is treated as multi-point cutting tool. So this is also this is having number of teeth, 1, 2, 3, 4 number of teeth. So that's why this is treated as multi-point cutting tool. So these are according to the shape. Single point cutting tool and multi-point cutting tool. Let me see according to the direction, according to the motion we will. So according to motion. So according to motion, cutting tools are broadly classified into three categories. So these are linear cutting tools, rotary cutting tools, as well as linear and rotary cutting tools. So according to the motion, we have three type of cutting tools: linear cutting tools, rotary cutting tools, linear and rotary cutting tools. Sir, what are the examples of linear cutting tools? These cutting tools are moved in a linear motion, to and from motions. So those are treated as linear cutting tools. So into to and fro direction means in. So this is a, there is no. So this is a cutting tool. This is a linear cutting tool. This can be moved in this direction, right? In linear direction, to and fro direction, to and fro direction, in this direction. This is the single point cutting tool. So this is used in lathe missions. Most of the this type of cutting tools are used in lathe missions only. So these are examples of linear cutting tools. Cutting tools are lathe tools, shaper tools, slaughter tools, etc. So rotary cutting tools. Rotary cutting tool means the cutting tool moves in the direction of the cutting tool moves in a rotary direction. Rotary direction means so this is the rotary. So this can be placed in a milling machine of the arbor. So treated as these, my fingers are at arbor. So when arbor rotates, so cutting tool also rotates. So this is the rotary motion. This can be moved in a rotary direction, right? In this way, this can be moved. So what I'm saying is, rotary cutting tools means milling cutters, reamers, counter bores, counter sinks, taps, etc. So these are coming under rotary cutting tools. So what are linear and rotary cutting tools? So linear and rotary cutting tool means these cutting tools are moved in linear direction as well as rotary direction. So these are, so twist drill, one of the example of linear and rotary direction. Twist drill is the one of the example. So twist drill can be moved in rotary direction, rotary motion, as well as rotary direction as well as linear direction. Linear means it can move up and down, to and fro direction. So when we are producing hole, it can move in a it can go through the hole. So that's why what I'm saying is, so the twist drill coming under linear and rotary cutting tool. So you can write it as twist drill, and fly cutter, etc. Number of cutting tools are there. So these are according to the motion, these are the different types of cutting tools. So let me check according to the direction. According to the direction, what type of cutting tools are there? Let me check. Tools are two types of cutting tools are there. Right hand cutting tools. Right hand cutting tools. According to the direction, right hand cutting tools as well as left hand cutting tools. So what are right hand tools? What are the right hand tools? I'll draw small figure here. Principal cutting edges. If the principal cutting edges, these are principal cutting edges. Cutting edges. So principal cutting edges placed in right direction. So this is my right hand in right Principal cutting edge can be placed in right direction. So these are called as left hand cutting tools. In the same way, right hand cutting tools. Principal cutting edge. Principal cutting edge. This is the principal cutting edge. Principal cutting edge placed in left side. Those are called as. This is my left side, right? This is left side. Principal cutting edge is placed in left direction. So this is called as right hand cutting tools. So how these cutting tools are moved, sir? Left hand cutting tools, for example, considered lathe operation. So this is a left hand turning cutting tools. So left hand turning tools means these are moved from left to right direction. Left hand cutting tools are moved in left to right direction. Right hand cutting tools are moved in from right to left direction. For example, we are considered one lathe operation. Coming to left hand turning tools. Left hand turning tools are moved from left to right. Left to right means from head stock to tail stock. Towards the side tail stock. So, whereas in right hand cutting tools, those are moved from tail stock to head stock. So you can imagine like that. So I'll say simple way by using thumb rule, right hand thumb rule. So the movement, the direction. So these are the left hand cutting tools, right? So left hand cutting tools. These are left hand cutting tool. So left hand cutting tools. In left hand cutting tool, the feed direction should be this way. Left hand direction, thumb shows in this direction, right? So the direction of the feed is from left to right. So in this way we are showing. In right hand cutting tools, the feed direction should be this is the feed direction from this is the thumb, right? So this can be placed in from right to left. So that's why I placed it. The direction of the feed, it can from right to left. Simply friends, according to the direction, these left hand cutting tools and right hand cutting tools are mainly coming under the concept of single point cutting tools. This concept is not coming in multi point cutting tools, because multi point cutting tools have helix shapes. So that concept is not coming here. The left hand cutting tools and right hand cutting tools are only regarding to single point cutting tools only. Single point cutting tools. What I'm saying is left hand cutting tools means the principal cutting edge of the left placed in right direction, that is called as left hand cutting tool. The principal cutting edge placed in left direction, that is called as right hand cutting tools. So these are two different types of cutting tools. Today we learned what is a cutting tool, what are the importance of cutting tools, what are the characteristics of cutting tools, what are the classification of cutting tools. Today we learned all these things. I'll show you how cutting tools are used in different machines like lathe machines, like shaping machine in the lab. Let me check. Okay. Let me see. I'll show you how cutting tools are used in the labs and the industry also in the coming class, or if possible I'll place. So these are the classification of cutting tools. So after that, today I'm going to explain what are the nomenclature of single point cutting tools or geometry of single point cutting tool. Let me see. Please make sure that what are the figures I am drawing on the board, you have to practice those figures. Without the knowing of the figures, we can't pass in this subject. So figures are very, very important in metal cutting and machine tool subjects. That's why I am drawing each and every figure on the board. So try to understand why I am saying all these things. So coming to geometry of single point cutting tools or nomenclature of single point cutting tool, whatever it may be. I am writing here nomenclature of single point cutting tool. Or geometry of geometry of single point cutting tool. Let me check what is the geometry. Okay, before that you have to draw a small figure. So friends, so coming to nomenclature of single point cutting tool as well as geometry of single point cutting tools. So these are the figure I am showing only some of the elements. I'll show different cutting tool angles also in the next class. Also, what are the different tool angles? When I discussed about the tool angles, I'll draw the tool angle also. So coming to here, I'll discuss about the what are the geometry. What geometry and nomenclature means what are the important elements of single point cutting tool. Today we are going to discuss about all these things. So what I'm saying is what are the important elements. So important elements means here we have shank, face, cutting edge, flank, heel and base. So these are the very important cutting edge elements of a single point. These are the those are the different elements of single point cutting tool elements. So let me discuss about individual element. First of all, I am going to discuss about what is a shank. So coming to shank. So this is the shank. So this is the shank in a single point cutting tool. This spot is shank. For example, this is the single point cutting tool. This for single point cutting. This spot is the shank, right? This spot is called as shank. So shank it forms the shank always forms the solid object to the cutting tool. So what I'm saying is shank is the solid object in the cutting tool. So shank, what is the main function of shank, sir? So it can be used in tool holders. For example, if the machine is treated as the machine is shaping lathe machine. So in lathe machines, shanks are placed in tool posts. What I'm saying is shanks are mainly used for gripping purpose and holding purpose. These are holded in the tool post as well as tool holders, and different machines different way. Okay, so only gripping purpose these are used, and gripping and holding purpose these are used. Right, friends? So coming to one more thing, next one, that is face. So this is the face I'm showing. This is the 2D line diagram. This is the 3D line diagram, 3D diagram. Okay. So this is the face. From front view, this is the face. You are seeing now. This is the face. So what is the use of face? Or in my point of view, this is the face. So what is the use of this face, sir? So face is it's a top surface. It's a top surface of the cutting tool. So this can be placed. This small curvy shape is given only because of while during the machining, while during the cutting operation, some chips are produced. The produced chips are fall on the top surface of the tool. So this top surface always called as face. So what is the main function of the face, sir? Easy flow of chips. For moment of easy flow of chips, face is provided on the cutting tool. So this is the face, right? So face can be placed between the shank as well as the cutting tool. It can be placed. This face can be placed between the shank as well as the cutting edge. This point is cutting edge, right, friends? So what I'm saying is, so face, so face main purpose of face is easy removal of, easy flow of chips, easy flow of chips. Sir, what happened if the chips are not flowed to the outside? If chips are doesn't flow from the top surface of the cutting tool, what happened? The chips are placed, the chips are stored on the top surface. So what happened? So, pressure is increased on the top surface. When pressure is increased, power consumption is very high. Power consumption is increased in the machining process. When pressure is increased, what happened? These cutting tools are doesn't flow from the top surface. These are involved in the cutting action. Well, when these cutting chips are involved in the cutting action, what happened? Some marks, some waste marks can be produced on the workpiece. So what happened? The surface, produced surface workpiece is it is not that much good. The surface roughness is not coming in a proper way. So these are the different harmful effects are coming while during the machining operation if we are not provided face. So that's why face has very important element in geometry of single point cutting tool. So after that we will discuss about what is that cutting edge. Shank is over, face is over, cutting edge. Shank, face and cutting edge. This part, entire part, or this entire part is called as cutting edge. So coming to cutting edge. Or cutting edge or cutting point, whatever it may be, no problem. So cutting edge. So this point, in this cutting tool I am showing here, this is the cutting edge, friends. So this part, cutting edge. So cutting edge actively participated in cutting actions. Without this cutting edge, there is no cutting action, there is no machining process. So this can play a vital role in machining process. So cutting edge, every cutting edge can be, if you see this cutting edge is, I am showing here the cutting edge should somehow some wedge shaped portion. So this is the wedge shaped portion. Why I am maintaining this wedge shaped portion means, this is called as cutting edge, also called as cutting point, and nose. This is called as nose also. The nose which has some radius. So that's why this is called as nose radius also. So for every single point cutting tool have some radius. For example, the radius of the single point cutting tool 0.4 mm to 1.6 mm. Okay, friends. 0.4 mm to 1.6 mm. Cutting edge nose radius. So this is the cutting edge. So cutting edge actively participated in cutting action. Cutting edge have some wedge shaped portion. That wedge shaped portion have some radius. That radius called as nose radius. Nose radius, maximum nose radius of a single point cutting tool 0.4 mm to 1.6 mm. So that is a cutting edge, and after that we have one more thing. Fourth one, flank. So this curved, vertical portion. This vertical portion called as flank. This vertical portion. So this portion always faces the cutting workpiece. This face always towards the workpiece. So that portion, the portion which faces the workpiece, that is called as, that portion is called as flank. So when we are maintaining flank, there is no direct contact of the, so there is a small clearance, my dear student. There is a small, if you observe, there is a small clearance is there. Some distance is there between the finger and the cutting tool. So finger, I am treating as this finger as my this finger as the workpiece. This is the cutting tool. So this is the flank, right? this flank and the workpiece, between the workpiece and the flank there is a small distance that is called as clearance. So I'll tell what is clearance and clearance angles. Those are coming in the next class. So if there is no clearance, what happened? The cutting edge directly contact the workpiece. So what happened? There is no proper surface finish. There is no not coming. There is no proper machining operations. So what I am saying, friends, the cutting edge should have, the flank should always vertical position, vertical portion only. If it is a straight portion, what happened? There is a direct contact of workpiece and as well as cutting tool. So that is the major problem. There is no contact of portion, this flank portion as well as the workpiece. Only the contact between the cutting edge and the workpiece only. You should maintain this thing. Otherwise, machining will goes to damage. So flank is the portion which faces the workpiece. The portion which faces workpieces. Portion which face towards workpiece. That is called as flank. Very, very important one, flank. After that we have base or heel. So flank can be placed between the face as well as, this is the flank, right? This can be placed between the face and cutting edge and heel. This is the portion, right? This is flank. This can be placed between the cutting edge as well as the heel. Right, friends? So whereas heel, coming to heel, this portion, this curved portion is called as heel. This is also, heel also maintaining important role for maintaining clearance. This is the heel. Friends, this is the heel produced on the workpiece, cutting tool. Heel can be placed between the flank as well as the base. This is the base. Between the base as well as the flank. In between there is one portion is called, one element is there, that is called as heel. After that we have base. So what is base? So base is a small bottom portion. This is also used for gripping purpose. This can be directly placed on the tool post or tool holder. So simply for gripping purpose or holding purpose, bases are used. Holding purpose, these are used in the holding devices, tool holding devices. So what I am saying, my dear friends, today we have discussed geometry of single point cutting tool. Coming to shank, it is a solid object which is only, it can be placed in tool holder. Face, is one of the important element in geometry of the single point cutting tool. So face this can be used for easy flow of chips, whereas cutting edge can play, it actively participated in cutting actions. Cutting edge have some nose radius from 0.1 mm to 1.6 mm. So flank, this portion, for maintaining flank, we can reduce the direct contact between the cutting tool as well as the workpiece. Base, this is also gripping. Base also used for gripping purpose. So my dear friends, so this is the geometry of and nomenclature of single point cutting tools. Thank you for patience listening. Thank you for your watching.